Hello everyone. Today we'll be presenting the analysis of urban planning of city of Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India. Madurai is an energetic ancient city on the Vaigai River in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Its skyline is dominated by 14 colorful gopurams of Meenakshi Amman temple covered in bright carvings of Hindu gods. The Dravidian style temple is a major pilgrimage site. Millions attend the processions and ceremonies of April's Chithirai festival celebrating Meenakshi and Lord Vishnu. It is the cultural capital of Tamil Nadu and the administrative headquarters of Madurai district and Pandya Nadu, the third largest city in Tamil Nadu and 44th most populous city in India. Madurai district is situated in the south of Tamil Nadu state. The ancient taluks are Madurai, South and North, which are bounded by Vadipatti, Melur, Usilampatti and Thirumangalam. Now we'll have a quick look at the birth of Madurai city. Madurai is the cultural capital of Tamil Nadu, known for beautifully carved temples, historic monuments and tall gopurams. Focal point of Madurai city, the Meenakshi temple, is believed to be founded by Indra. While he was on a pilgrimage to cure his misdeeds, he felt his burden was taken off nearing the Swayambhu Lingam under a Kadamba tree. A merchant found Indra near the shrine and informed Kulasekara Pandya. Lord Shiva emerged in Kulasekara Pandya's dream and asked him to construct the temple he worshipped. And the temple was properly built by the Lord. It is one of the few temples to have 4 entrances, 4 facing directions. Shiva and Meenakshi's wedding is believed to have taken place here. Chronological evolution 300 BC, emerging of poets and literary works. 200 BC, displacement of early Cholas. 100 BC, establishment of literary works. 920 C, Cholas, influence of military, economic and cultural power. 1210, later Pandyas, diplomatic relations. 1300s, several raids and loots. 1371, Vijayanagar, addition of allies, architectural innovations and administration. 1500s, trades were established. 1801, deployment of mills and settlements around the banks of river. 1944, descent of British, revolts started against the British. 1946, preliminary evacuation started. And in 1947, independence was gained. The settlement pattern of Madurai was planned according to the ancient system of town planning, which is based on caste and occupational hierarchies. The concentric streets to the complex from the major streets that are Chithirai Street, Avni Street, Mula Street and Masi Streets. The next network of streets are perpendicular to these streets, thus connecting the zones. The development beyond these streets is irregular. Here, Meenakshi temple is at the center. Royal palaces, Brahmins and priests at first concentric rectangle. Traders, Kshatriyas and Vaishnavites on the second concentric rectangle. And the lower caste Shudras and immigrants in the third rectangle. The city planning is designed according to the Rajdhani plan described in Mansara, one of the Shilpa Shastra, which has 5-fold concentric rectangular formation. The city was built around the temple as the focal point and the combination of concentric street patterns. The expansion of Madurai happened in 1837 in order to accommodate the growing population by the British East India Company. The development was uniform around the Meenakshi temple and happened in a monocentric way. Following the ancient planning, the expansion happened in a spatial form. Now let us quickly have a look at the vital stats of the city. Sunpath diagram. The normal annual rainfall varies from 840 mm to 964 mm. Westerly winds are dominating that heads towards the east. Madurai is characterized by a tropical savanna climate leading to hot and dry climate for almost 8 months of the year. An average temperature of 28.8 degrees Celsius is observed. The climate changing factors include atmospheric temperature over Madurai city attributed to urbanization, growth of vehicles, and industrial activity. Contour map. The slopes gently reduce to southeast. During rains, all the water runs and stagnates in the southeast of Madurai. Physical panoramic map of Madurai city. Madurai is surrounded by prominent hillocks in the neighborhood, and these hillocks give a basin-like form to the Madurai urban region. This map shows the water bodies in Madurai and the dominant Vaigai river. Land development pattern. Historically, development of the city was noticed around the temple. Madurai's growth pattern is also guided along the major transport corridors, 2 national highways and 7 major district roads. In the southern side, low intensity development is noticed. Newly developed areas in southern side are well planned with open spaces and low density. Major low income areas are found in north zone. In keeping with the growth pattern, the government has identified and upgraded 3 town panchayats into municipality in 2005. One of the major deviations with respect to the Master Plan 1994 is the growth of the city towards northern region is at a faster pace as compared to the southern region. Also, the growth is facilitated by presence of institutional, government and service facilities towards the north. Heritage Area Protection Plan was proposed by the local planning authorities to protect the heritage buildings. Existing land use. Land use has undergone significant changes due to growth of economy and population. Residential area occupied reduced from 57.49% in 1994 to 47.77% in 2001. Similarly, commercial land use increased more than 200%. Industrial land use has increased from 5.63% to 6.84%. Public and semi-public land use has increased from 7.1 to 10.23%. Land under transport lines decreased from nearly 19.85% to 18.18%. Proposed land use. The local planning authority has proposed revised city development plan for Madurai city for 2021. Due to growth of population, plan indicates increase in residential area and slight decrease in commercial, industrial, educational and public areas. Ponnagaram, Madurai. Ponnagaram is situated at south bank of River Vaigai. It comes under Madurai West constituency. The area is developed in linear pattern and is well connected by New Jail Road. All internal roads are 10 meter and 12 meter wide. Front side of the main jail road is kept for public use and industrial use. Uppermost part of the area is reserved for lower class. It has got high usage of people from various other areas of Madurai. Various activities are seen on concentric streets. Every house gets clear access from the road. It has one drawback in linear planning that it lacks open spaces. Travelling distance is more for people in the central area. Zoning. Settlement of some communities was started based on their occupations. Commercial pattern plays a vital role in decrease of religious settlements. As Madurai got high on tourist attention, which is one of the important tourist hotspots, the commercial zones took its peak. Transportation pattern was completely based on good transits. Goods sellers have started to get settled in and around the transportation facilities. Government-owned maps. In this map, government-owned plots are marked among private-owned residents, shops, etc. This map represents the accessibility to each other. Some of the government buildings have historic value that are needed to be preserved. Due to rapid pace of urbanization, the number of cars, lorries, autos, buses and two-wheelers have increased rapidly, creating the traffic congestions, accidents and parking issues. With the changing lifestyle in the city, faster modes of transport are preferred by the people. These are the rail routes. National Highway, arterial roads, secondary roads. Main Madurai is controlled by 2 city police ranges such as Thilagar Thidal Range and Town Range. Trip generation shows the individual trips generated in a particular time period. Hierarchy of roads: National Highway, Main Road, arterial roads, and lanes. The last map shows the combination of all the hierarchy of roads. Traffic congestion map shows the traffic congestion in the areas of the city that are mostly crowded by vehicles at heritage and tourist places. Traffic analysis during non-peak hours and traffic analysis during peak hours. Notes: West Valley Street, South Massey Road, North Massey Street, South Perumal Maistri Street. Types of roads: Pink represents paved roads, blue represents tar roads, and ochre represents stone roads. RTO of Madurai operates under Department of Transport of Tamil Nadu. Owner of vehicle transport is 35%, city auto rickshaw 15%, government public transport 29%, bicycle and tricycle 3%, walking 18%. Railway transit analysis shows proximity of various important places in the city to Madurai railway station. Madurai Rail Division is the second largest by revenue in Southern Railway. It is graded as A1 station in Southern Railway. Imageability of Madurai city. Figure ground map is a two-dimensional map of an urban space that shows the relationship between built and unbuilt form spaces. It also represents urban fabric. Analysis: This map represents that Madurai has a variety of grains which lead to the formation of urban fabric. It also explains how lands are used at present. Landmark of the city. Notes: Pudu Mandapam. This has become the most crowded shopping area in and around vicinity of Meenakshi Temple, with hundreds of shops mainly dealing with fabrics, accessories, books, and vessel shops. Chethiraj Street, Avni Mula Street have lanes with handicrafts and local artifacts. Masi Street has jewelries and other showrooms. Analysis: Social amenities are provided at preferably 300 meter to 800 meter walkable distances. That is 5 minutes to 15 minutes. Amenities may be used for multiple uses demanding the compatibility of activities and acceptance of society. Urban grain is essentially a description of the pattern of plots in an urban block. When this pattern is dominated by small plots, it is described as a fine urban grain. Northwest side of Meenakshi Amman Temple and south face of Tirumala Nayak Mahal Falls are fine grain pattern. A coarse urban grain has emerged in areas where there is high demand for large uses such as industry and business. Areas on the farthest northwest and some eastern part from Center Falls are coarse grain. Areas which falls under commercial zone majorly fall under mixed grain. This map explores the role of fine urban grain in securing the diversity of the urban center. In particular, the city started emerging along south. Height map. G and G plus 1 represented in yellow, G plus 2 and G plus 3 in blue, G plus 4 and above in red. To keep the temple as a focal point of the city, the vertical growth of the city is restricted. No building should be taller than Gopuram. As per the government norms, building height to be restricted to 9 meters. But it is registered that several buildings have violated the rules and seeking implementation of government orders of restricting the height of the building in that area. The economy of Madurai has developed strongly within the past 5 years. It is one of the most economically developed parts of Tamil Nadu. The citizens of the city have accepted this change and supported the growth of the economy. Job opportunities have increased enormously in the city in sectors like software development, finance and banking, human resource, biotechnology, and aviation. The chart shows average price and price range of areas and trends in prices in Madurai, Maine. Business opportunities too have been boosted by the growth Noise level. The monitored noise levels were below the standard values of all the sites. So, the residing and floating population, especially in the immediate vicinity of automobiles in these areas, might endure both auditory and non auditory effects. Anyhow, most of the sites of current concern should be provided scientific attention in abatement perspective since they either exceeded or were about to cross the standards. Water supply lines. Madurai Corporation meets its water demand through the surface and subsurface sources through water supply schemes on the Vaigai River. Red lines indicate main water line, pink and purple are sub-pipelines which then further extend to individual apartments. Electric layout. Flow of electric supply to Madurai main is through Tamil Nadu Electrical Board at substation from Madurai main branch. Then it is stepped down and supplied to individual unit through transformer and electric post. DCR rules. Water supply. Electrical lines.